When you talk about basic fighter maneuvers, there's a lot of theory and a lot of drawings, but you don't really see very much from inside the cockpit to let you know what it really looks like. Before we get started, one bit of terminology I'm going to use. This is the airplane's 3-9 line. If you're behind that, you have the advantage, and if he's behind yours, well, you better do something quick. We're head on with a bad guy here. I don't really like head-on shots. Your odds aren't very good, and you're better off doing something now to get him to begin reacting to you. You can sort of steer what he does. Play your cards right. So we're going to break. Down is always a good place to break because it's hard for him to get a shot and follow it. Right away though, we're pulling up after he's committed to turning behind us and breaking down, and we want to get behind his 3-9 line as quickly as possible. Almost there, almost there. We're there now. So let's turn into him as quickly as we can and get our nose ahead of him, get us into what's called lead pursuit, get our nose ahead of him to close the range. This is the first problem you have to solve, is the range problem, and you do that by lead pursuit. A little bit ahead of him is not going to cut it. You got to get your nose way ahead. There is always the danger if he's far enough away that he can turn inside you. You don't want that to happen. So let's see what develops here. Bit of AAA from the column down there. So we're getting ahead of his 3-9 line. We have to switch from lead pursuit to lag pursuit. Get our nose behind him. Now we're going to come back and come into plane with him and start turning with him. But notice what that little bit of lag pursuit has done is put us in his almost dead 6 o'clock. But we still want to keep closing the range, so we'll try and get our nose ahead of him. Okay, watch what he's doing, watch what he's doing. Okay, up he comes again, nose ahead of him. Now you notice when you get into lead pursuit, you have to put your nose way ahead of him to make a difference, but watch how quickly the range closes up. Now when we get close and we think, well look, he's getting pretty big there, we might be getting a shot soon. So we want to transition now into lag pursuit to fix this high deflection problem. So notice how only a little tiny bit of lag pursuit puts us in his dead 6. He's still pulling G though. So we're there, but we're still too far away to shoot. So again, get your nose ahead of him, close up the range again. Closing, closing, getting pretty close now. Now we want to start transitioning into lag pursuit to fix this high deflection. So we have a well, ideally a 0 deflection shot. So here we go, we're pulling our nose in behind him. And look at that. Now, you might be going too fast, but boy, we could sure be shooting here with pretty good chance of getting some hits. But if we want a sure kill, we want to make sure our gun sight is steady when we shoot, so you're not spraying rounds all over the sky. So, a little out of range here. We could be shooting. Okay, there he is. Steady shot. Okay, we got some hits, but he's pulling away. We're coming into a turn. We got more lead. We're losing it. Let's close the range up again. Close up the range. Lots of lead. Now we're nice and close. We want to let our sight. We want to drift behind him, or actually, in this case, we're drifting into pure pursuit, which is gun sight right on the guy. But we've got just enough lead. We're really close. We're 100 yards away. And here's the kill shot. Right in the cockpit. Can hardly miss. I can't emphasize enough to shoot at an important part of the airplane, not just some part of the airplane. Get your gun sight steady on his cockpit with 0 deflection, and he's finished. Okay, here comes another bad guy. Now, we're in a bad position here. He's behind us. So we have to spoil his shot, hopefully get him to reverse direction if he wants to shoot at us, and push down in the nose is hard to shoot, so get below him, make him push negative G, and he's going to have a hard time shooting. So he can't turn with us. We're doing a displacement roll here. Oops. So we've come out of plane with him. Instead of trying to turn to that stupid angle, we've just come out of plane with him, turned how we can, and as soon as we can, get our nose ahead of him. Close the range, close the range. Here we go. This is how far ahead you're going to have your nose to actually close up on the guy quickly. Looking good here. Whoop, he's reversed on us. So again, transition, get your nose ahead of him again. We're getting pretty close though. It's time to start thinking about setting up for a shot. So range is getting nice and close. Look at that. We're going to transition into lag pursuit now to fix our aspect angle. So we're almost right behind him now. He's out of range again. So again, we're going to tighten up the range by getting our nose ahead of him. Here he's starting to turn right, so we're going to pull our nose way ahead of him. Start closing up the range. Even though he's quite a bit faster than us, we can still do this. Getting closer now, we're going to start to think about transitioning into lag pursuit to fix this high deflection problem. And here we go. Now we're right behind him, 150 yards. If we could get our gun sight steady, we'd be shooting. He's fast though, he's pulling away. We'd still take a shot. Steady gun sight and give him a quick burst. Okay, but he's pulling away, we can't get our sight steady, we're missing, we're spraying rounds all over the sky. Stop that. Get your nose ahead of him. Close the range up. Lag pursuit for a second, fix our angle. Back to pure pursuit. Put your gun sight on him, zero deflection, we're not pulling any G. Got a hit, but again, pulling away again. He's still pulling away from us. Fix the angle, don't keep shooting. Get closer, pull some lead. Once you're close enough, transition a little bit into lag pursuit. Then pure pursuit, get your gun sight on him. Once you're steady, pull the trigger. And that is how it's done. So go practice those techniques.